kicking it off, man. Anticz Witt, man. I got DJ EBoogie in here today. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right, yeah, man. Trying to make it.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming through today. Everything nice?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
For sure, for sure. So where you from?
I am from Pacoima, California, Los Angeles. For those who don't know what Pacoima is, it's from Los Angeles.
Ah, what, that the valley or something?
That is the valley.
Oh, shit.
818 all day.
No, she trying to shout out the hood. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Shout out the
Packtown
hood.
in the building.
No, I'm digging it. So that where you lived there growing up, huh?
Yes.
How was it there?
I stayed on the east side of the valley, so it was a little hood. But I went to private school, and my grandma really tried to push me away from the hood, but it was just like, that's where I grew up. It was like the hood part of the valley.
Why the hell everywhere on the east side, everywhere there's the east side is the hood?
It's just how east side be going.
I'm thinking it's part of a plan you did.
Possibly, but grandma wasn't having it, so she shipped me to the west side, so.
So with that being said, so how were you growing up?
A class clown, low key.
Cause you got to run over your grandma, huh?
I didn't get to run her over.
Nah, you just get to sign notes and shit by yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she worked at night, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was very independent, but I was just like a funny kid. I was smart. I had a smart mouth all the time, but I was smart though.
No, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
So back then, when y'all was outside playing in the sandbox and all that, you got any homegirls y'all still kicking?
Yes. Actually, my best friend that I met in 6th grade, that's still my ace.
6th grade?
6th grade.
That's when private school became around?
That was the end. I was at private school for like 6 years, and I was like the only black girl there. Sure. And so my last year in 6th grade, my best friend came to that school, and we still tight to this day. Yes. But my friend growing up, Chanel, shout out to her. Chanel, and we're still friends too. We still keep in contact. But me and Nyasha is like, it's my ace.
Did y'all you ain't played in sports and stuff growing up?
I played basketball like 7th and 8th grade and 9th grade, and then I became a cheerleader.
So that's why you quit. You want to look at the ball with muscles.
Kind of.
Oh shit, the fast days.
But you know, I had always cheered. I've been cheering since I was like 7 years old. So I kind of like diverted and went to basketball, but everybody was just like, you have to be a cheerleader when you get to high school.
To get the boy?
Not necessarily, just because that's what was supposed to be done. I don't.
I get it.
Yeah.
So in 9th grade, so you played 1 year of high school ball. So what high school you went to out there?
Chatsworth High School.
That's in the valley.
That's in the valley. That is the west side of the valley. Yeah. Chatsworth, Sea House. You know.
Hell no.
But yeah.
Like
our colors was like the color of your pants right now.
Oh, they fine then.
Yeah, it was orange and white.
Yeah,
and blue.
They bougie.
Yeah, those are hard, by the way.
Oh, pretty shady. Yeah, man. So what would you like around that time? What would you like? If you could describe yourself around 14, 15, how would you think? What would you say about yourself?
Just getting into like my own groove. Like it was like I went to private school, and then I went to like junior high was like public school. So it was like a big transition for me. So then once I got to high school, I was like finding my groove. So I was just like real chill but fun.
So what kind of music y'all used to listen to out there around the time?
Rap, a lot of West Coast music. E40, Too Short, like Dog, like all that West Coast stuff. But I grew up with my grandma, so I had a lot of old school around me too. So like Anita Baker, Al Green.
So you always had a love for music, genuinely?
Always. Music is big in my house.
Especially on Saturday, it's big in the black community.
It definitely is. It's like what brings us together. You know
Saturday morning, clean up, our ass and
exactly.
elbows.
Like you already know, Saturday morning she blasting it. Like you know what I mean. So that's how it was.
So what artists would you say influenced you the most around that time?
Around 14, 15, I would say I was a real mellow kid, so I really like Sade. That was like my type of speed, but like I liked the hip hop, but it was like I really like to chill. Like when I was like to listen to whatever I wanted, I like to chill. And then like around that time, I was kind of going out of my goth stage, so I was into like heavy metal, a lot of alternative, like No Doubt, like Blink-182, like Linkin Park type shit, like very old, like. Yeah, little of Marilyn Manson, but not a lot. But I was exploring. You know what I mean? I just wanted to hear like different sounds of music and like what like people were like connecting with, because music was always like a universal language.
Facts, but that's what you do. You do that. I mean, we all influenced by the music. That's why I was asking you that, because around my time, everybody wanted to be Weezy, Gucci.
Right.
Even got a big head ass. You understand what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Right.
Moving along, you understand? So around, even with you listening to Sade and stuff like that, so what was your style like?
My style, it was like either I was extremely hood, or I was extremely like very on the YT side. Like I was very like, it's either No Doubt or like Alanis Morissette, or it's Too Short, or Snoop Dogg, or Dr. Dre. Like I could go either way. Like Spice Girls, like everything, Will Smith, even when he had his little short run, you know what I mean? Like I loved everything because I love music just in general. So it really didn't matter what type of genre. Like if I connected with it, or if the music spoke to me, I was fucking with it.
So your mood influenced your wardrobe, basically.
A little bit.
Nah, I can dig it. So what did you end up doing after high school? You graduated from out there, correct?
Yes.
So what did you do after high school?
I ended up getting a job, and I ended up going to junior college for like 2 years, and then I transferred to North Carolina.
Word, ain't shit wrong with that. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Education.
It's
important.
Yeah, I majored in psychology.
Word. So you like to play with people's minds. Look, see.
I don't like to play with people's minds. I just like to understand their minds. You know what I mean?
Whatever you say. What the movie?
Yeah.
Taraji could read minds. What's the movie?
What's the movie?
She could read man's mind and then discuss it at the end of the day.
Really? What movie was that? I didn't see it.
Fuck.
I didn't see that one.
I'm gonna get back to it. They're gonna
Okay.
be here. Okay. So when did you move there now?
In 2005.
Word. So how was that transition from the West Coast to the Deep South? Yeah, man.
It was good for Atlanta. North Carolina, not so much. North Carolina was like a culture shock for me.
Yeah, they're still trying to put you in the field. I understand.
Yes, and I had never experienced that before. And it was just like, whoa, I couldn't believe it. Like, I called my grandma in tears, like, wanting to go home, because I was just like, what is this?
And to her, you still speaking Chinese because you don't know what's going on.
Right. It was just crazy. It was very segregated. I have never been like that segregated before.
I can dig it. What about the water? I mean the weather, I'm sorry.
The weather was not too bad, but I had never been around the cold like that either. Yeah. So that was like my first time in snow.
What about rain?
The rain, sometimes. It does rain in California. Very rare, but it does rain in California. But the rain was something different. Like, I never experienced it.
I had a short experience in California. I was out there. I stayed in Carlsbad for like 3 months. I was training for the CFL, right? But I never understood dudes' sneakers. And then after wearing my sneakers out there so long, I understood why. And guys that have on $7,500 worth of outfit, yeah, man. And they have on Chuck Taylors or something because it's
always
the sidewalk dirty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Also, it's part of the culture, but
yeah, it is.
Me being a Southerner that likes sneakers,
yeah,
I wasn't smelling that.
Yeah, because it would always be Chucks.
Yeah.
Or back in my day, it was like shell toes.
Oh yeah. Nah, we ride the Adidas.
Yeah,
we ride the Adidas. I dream about that sack. You understand?
Yeah.
So, what's the biggest? Besides the integration and segregation and all that, you know what I'm saying, black, white, you know what I'm saying, what was the biggest culture shock? Well, not culture shock, what was the biggest difference? Because, you know, out there in LA, y'all ride Lolos and all that, we ride old schools or something like that, but, you know, our West is just a different little swag, you dig?
Yeah.
So, in the urban life, what was the biggest difference to you?
In the urban life, dang, that's a good one.
For sure.
Okay. In the urban life, how was it different?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we used to have like Sundays at Crenshaw or whatever. Like, I was from the Valley, but we always drove out to LA to have like, you know, the poppin' fun, like Lamert Park and stuff like that. So yeah, it was like just very chill. Like, but you know, when I was growing up and I was out like that, I mean, it was a lot of gang shit.
For sure.
Like, so you had to be careful with things of that nature.
So with that being said,
okay.
How do you feel about the violence and the danger that the younger crowd bring to the party scene now, far as the music they influenced by, you know, the guns they broke. Back in the day, we used to punch it out. You know what I'm saying? You might get jumped or something, but you gonna go home. Yeah. Now,
I mean, well, in Cali, they was shooting.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But it was like, there was a certain type of respect, like an OG type of respect. Like, if your OG come up to you, even if you got the gun pulled out, like, you gonna stand down because of that respect.
For sure.
I didn't really get that too much out here when I came out here. But again, I wasn't trying to be around that. Like, I was around that by default. So when I came down here, it was just like, I'm not trying to be around anything like that. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was what it was, but it was just like, it was kind of like more wild. Just like, I felt like it was like more wild than it was in the West.
Y'all got the Wild Wild West, but
we definitely have the Wild Wild West.
You got the shotgun south, baby.
Yeah, but it was just like, it was...
Talking shit. We slanging iron out this bitch here.
Exactly. But see, then I don't know the stats. I don't know any of that. So it was just like, I didn't feel like it was too much like it was out there. Like, it was very different. Like, you got the Bloods, you got the Crips, you got the Vatos, you got, you know, the Essays and stuff like that. I didn't know what was what when I came down here.
See, it ain't so much colorized down here. It still go on, you know what I'm saying? But it's more so putting colors on hoods.
Yeah.
So, like...
And so there's so many hoods, though. So I felt like there was more of that type of action versus Cali, because it is one color. Like, we all, even if we from different, you know, cities or sets or whatever, it's like we want color. Like, so it's just like, I didn't really know how that went.
Nah, I dig.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't come here for that shit.
For sure.
At all.
For sure.
Let me just look at the camera and tell you, I didn't come down south to deal with some gang shit at all.
See, I be. But you fine.
I grew up in that, but I don't want to deal with any of that.
But it's everywhere you did.
It is.
For sure.
It is. And I can steer clear.
So these days, you know what I'm saying? I know you know, of course, DJ EBoogie.
Mm-hmm.
So what you got going on for a DJ now?
I have every Saturday night at Legacy. It's a bar in Loganville, and I have a new event. It's called Bad Karaoke. And that's on Edgewood at, dang, I'm blanking.
Nah, it's all good. It's in Edgewood.
But it's right there on Edgewood, right by Slutty Vegan.
Straight up. That's all you gotta do.
So you already know how to go. It's right there on the corner, but we're doing Bad Karaoke from 12 to 4. And this is a new event that I'm actually starting tomorrow.
For sure. So look. Yeah. Shouts out to the people. I forgot what you said. What you said?
Don't do me like I'm struggling as it is. Like, I'm sorry, what you say?
Face ass. It's all good. It's all good, yeah, man.
Do we need to run that question back or what?
Nah, it's all good. But nah, seriously. So what was the reason you started DJing? Was it the love for music, or was it? It
was absolutely the love for music. My uncle actually DJ'd when I was growing up in Cali. Mm-hmm. And I always thought it was so cool and be messing with his records and trying to scratch myself. But like back in the day, I was always into music. I had another uncle that was in a band. Like music was very big in my household. And I always thought DJing was super cool. But I'm going to tell my age, but I used to record the songs off the radio and make my own mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing it since then. You know what I mean? Before I even took it seriously. And then I started making people CDs, you know. Like, okay, here's like $5. Like, I got all the new hottest stuff. Like,
bootleg.
Very much the bootleg.
Oh, you
so
telling yourself.
I'm
fed, listen.
You know what I'm saying? It was so long ago. That's out of Jersey. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. But yeah, no, I've always been into music, and it wasn't until I got to Atlanta is where I was just like, okay, I'm a DJ, because I was running into so many indie artists, and they weren't getting any, spins or whatever, and I was just like, okay, well, maybe I can help, because, I fuck with y'all, I fuck with the music, so, okay, cool. So I started DJing, taught myself how to DJ, and just really started getting out here and networking and stuff.
That's all right. So with the networking and all, what do you want to take your DJing career to? What do you see yourself doing it with?
I would say in the near future, I want to do festivals. Ultimately, I think I want to end up getting in production.
For sure.
Because I just like meshing different sounds so much, and I know that would be fulfilling for me. I just like having an impact with music, with people all over. You know what I mean?
So you like the way the music carry people?
Absolutely.
The certain vibration, certain music got.
Yeah, because you can tell, like, when you DJing at certain spots, you can tell if you, like, made somebody's day, if you playing their song, or they done had a bad day, and, like, you know what, this is my shit, like, fuck that bitch, fuck that nigga, like, I'm about to have fun tonight, like, shout out to the DJ, you know what I mean, for, like, changing the mood, changing the vibe, and I love that.
Facts. I can dig that. I can see that, because I probably enjoy that.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I didn't know that, what's his name? Shaq. Shaq actually does festivals and shit. He's a good DJ. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Me either.
Big head ass.
What doesn't Shaq do?
Shit.
Shaq does everything.
Looking handsome as me, fucking to my. But look, goddamn. What would be a dream party to what would be a dream party or festival to, DJ?
I mean, I think Coachella would be very cool.
From Cali,
Of course. I think EDC would be awesome. I think Tomorrowland would be like freaking like, that is the dream. That is the dream. And those are like EDM type shit, because that's what I'm into too. Because, I like all types of music, but those type of festivals, because it's like purely for the music, and those people are coming like purely for the music, and it's just like, it's a different vibe.
For sure.
When it comes to those types of festivals. So that's like my dream shit.
People all colors. All shapes.
All shapes, all colors, all genres, like everything.
That's
like,
the thing though, that the music will connect you with it. Everybody loves certain songs.
It's like, so universal. Like, and everybody's having a good time, and they just like vibing.
But I'm gonna ask, okay, so a random question, right? Okay. So with that being said, right, if an R&B song, do you think that if an R&B song from a black artist is too good or too well liked by all walks of life, all races, right? Do you think they would call it pop instead of R&B?
Probably.
For sure. Yeah, okay. So
I keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Like, if they accept it, they're like, oh, it's pop.
It's pop music, yeah.
Oh, it's automatic pop.
For sure.
Couldn't possibly be y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it ain't R&B. Like, nah, that's the root of y'all. Like, we can't have that. Like, they would put it in a pop.
Yeah, that's so.
Definitely. So if like everybody accepts it, then that's when they try to put you into the pop genre.
Yeah, now you're a pop artist.
Yeah, now you're a pop artist.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because you were singing notes.
Exactly. Like,
that's
come
cool.
on.
Yeah, nah, so boom. So you just said you have about 3 or 4 bookings a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so how is managing time? You have kids, correct?
I do.
So how is managing your busy schedule with having kids?
Mastering my scheduling like relentlessly.
Discipline.
Very much the discipline.
For sure.
Like, I have a set time to do said thing, and I have to get it done, and it just doesn't matter. 7 minutes spare time. Yeah. Shit. Whatever I can get in. Like, my kids are older, so I have more time, but I've been DJing for like 14 years, so even when they were little, like, I had a set schedule, and if I had to go out and network all night and come back late, I'm still up at like 6 a.m. getting them ready. Like, I have a very strict schedule that I'm very disciplined about, and it's worked for me. Congratulations, now for real. That's being disciplined is the key. It's the key to success. So the key. For sure. So
with that being said, what balance tips would you have for single mothers coming up, younger single mothers coming up trying to make their way with their career, with a man or without a man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you still even with a man in the house, sometimes you still have more strength on you with the kids. You know what I'm saying? You can be. It's possible to be there and not be there also. So,
yeah, I've done both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I just say find a good support system. And again, with your scheduling, just stay disciplined. Like you have to have a set time for you, your kids, and you have to keep that separate from your job. Like it can get a little distorted from time to time, but just maintain that they're two separate things. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to neglect your kids, and you don't want them to think like, oh, mommy's choosing her career. Because it's a lot of pressure on a woman when it comes to like actually having a career and putting yourself out there and putting in those types of hours.
For sure.
Especially in the entertainment business.
For sure.
And it's like nighttime shit. You know what I mean? Like majority of the time it's like at the night. So it could be a good or a bad thing depending on how old your kids are.
For sure. No, I can see that. Now I just definitely wanted you to elaborate that.
Oh, absolutely.
I know it's tough. You understand?
It's super tough. It's super tough. Like even when you do have support, like there's gonna be somebody else like, dang, you know what I mean? Like you giving all this time to this and you need time here over here. You know what I mean? When you in a relationship, you have to manage that time too. And like don't slack up, because once you slack up, that's when they're gonna start questioning and making it harder for you to go pursue your dream.
Cool. For real.
So keep it tight, keep it right.
That shit. I'm picking up what you put down.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So with the venues and lounges and stuff that you DJ at, you don't really go into dangerous places. You really, it's just mildly, you know what I'm saying, mildly.
Yes, I keep it pretty clean. But there has been some places where I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. let me keep my third eye out and make sure that I'm extra on it and aware of my surroundings. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing extra, but that's anytime I go out. I'm a female, you know what I mean? And usually I'm by myself, so it's just like I'm always careful. I gotta be
on your P's and Q's.
P's and Q's.
Nah, I don't pick it up what you're putting down. So how do you feel about working the ratchet spot? The hole in the wall, the butts. Yeah. What you feel about the butt? Yeah, man. Ooh. Ass and elbows in that bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind it. If y'all want to book me, book me. You know what I mean? Like, I go where the money is. Like, I really don't care.
Spin the record.
I really don't care. Like, it's like, I always feel like I'm protected at all times by higher power and myself. So, I really don't care. It's like, whoever books me.
Ain't nobody ever tried to hit you with the blue is. Blue, you ain't nothing.
No. Nope.
Blue, you ain't nothing.
I ain't had it happen yet.
So, boom. So, winding down to I found a couple questions and stuff like that. So I want to ask you my last 5 questions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If possible, as much as comfortable as you want to be. I want you to elaborate on these questions. So, how do you feel the dating pool has changed today from 10, 15 years ago and why? Take your time.
Yeah.
For sure. Say some shit.
Yeah. It's
Oh man, ain't no more.
Oh no.
Por la Grisio.
Oh,
yeah, my God, yeah.
That was good though.
For sure, man. Shout out to them folks, yeah, man.
Shout out to them. Cheers to the shitty dating pool.
She ain't said nothing. She said shit. Ain't that something? Damn. She finna say some smoke.
Yeah. So it's not great, now. I feel like at least 10 years ago there was some type of effort towards it being you and I, not you and I, her and him and everybody else. Mm-hmm. And not so much of pointing that this is what you do, versus this side, this is what you do, and nobody coming to some type of, conclusion or like solution. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's just a bunch of pointing fingers of who's doing what's wrong. It's very, very interesting and very frustrating.
No, I dig that, but I feel I feel like a lot of people want the wedding, but not marriage. Like it ain't. But also, on the woman's side and man's side, it goes for both parties. Yeah. Right. I'm not gonna stay married. Me personally, I want to do that shit one time. Yes. I want to ask that question one time. I don't want to ask two women to marry me. Exactly. I want to ask that question one time. If you get divorced, bitch, you done fucked it up for everybody, the whole race. They ain't never asked nobody no more. Yeah. Right. But like, you know, both of y'all gonna be. Cause even if you get married, women ain't blind. Shit, she not gonna see the handsome nigga. Right. You understand? Right. But it's up to y'all and her and you to know what y'all got going on. Yeah. To, you know what I'm saying? Look at it, don't admire it. Me, personally, you look at it, don't admire it. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And keep it pushing. Yeah. But like, I know it's gonna be times where even I'm gonna fall off. I ain't gonna have no six pack forever. You understand? But when I'm getting a little too juicy, you need to speak. You need to have the courage to come to me as your man, not be timid about it. Yeah. And tell me, baby, you getting a little juicy. I don't like that. Yeah. But you need to be able to see the same thing and not feel away. Right. You understand? But you're gonna be tested by temptation. You're gonna be tested by financial struggles. Maybe not. But even if you got something, it's going. You know, you got all the money in the world. It's still empty. Yeah. So it's all about balancing everything out. Mm-hmm. And that's what, to me, wisdom is having a understanding. Mm-hmm. Like a wise person, to me, just has the most understanding. You have the most understanding of everybody's situation. Right. No matter their walk of life, you somewhat understand it. Mm-hmm. And that's where the wisdom come in, not your one simple-minded way, one-track way of thinking. Right. So I'm picking, I dig that, but... Yeah. I mean, yeah, when you say it like that, like, you know... It's just like, yeah, they want the wedding stuff without the wedding, you know, and it's both sides. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's innocent. This is what I always say every time I see, like, the battles go back and forth. I'm like, nobody's innocent. Like, everybody should just take their accountability for what they got going and what you can do. But, yeah. Well, pussy. Right. So how do you, with that being said, you know, not no bashful point. I mean, you feel how you feel. You free to say what you want to say. But how do you feel men have changed now? And I understand, because I understand this, and I'm going to say that I want you to understand that I understand that times have changed. Yeah. We're talking about your career now. Yeah. 50 years ago, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Why you up here? You supposed to be cooking. Right. You understand? Right. So, even with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel like the modern man has changed for the worse today? For the worse? I mean, yeah. I mean, because it's no good from the question. I mean, you can say the positive, but I just don't see no positive answer. Straight up.
I like that they're more self-aware of their feelings and whatnot. You know what I mean? I think they're more aware. I'm going to say that for the positive. I feel like they're more aware of, like, you know, like past traumas, like realizing, like, oh man, I went through this and this is probably why I'm like that. I appreciate that they evolved in that sense of at least acknowledging why they are the way they are. You know what I mean? Like, just deeper understanding. So salute to men for that. But as far as like that whole, just like you said, like wanting the marriage without really giving that type shit. Even though, for the record, I mean, I guess that would probably be another question. So I'll just let you go.
Go ahead. No, continue.
Because I just feel like marriage in today's age is just like not really realistic for me, for so much. Like, you can do it if you want, you know what I mean? Like, but I just feel like the pressures like it was before, like if you're not married by this type of age, or like if you don't get married in your lifetime, like this is.
But that's society putting the guidelines on you, and you allow the people allowing theirs, I guess. What do you call it? Self-confidence or self-influence, be influenced by what society wants. You get what I'm saying? Right. So like, I agree with you, but like,
you think
a lot of niggas the new hoe. A lot of niggas the new hoe. Like me, I ain't gonna lie to you. I appreciate.
I was really trying not to say that.
It is what it is. But but you're really just seeing all the men that's really raised by single moms. Yeah. And it falls back on the men.
Yes.
And women play their part too. Cause,
yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you just seeing a bunch of mama boys. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He acting like he ain't doing nothing wrong. He don't think he doing nothing. He doing what his mama showed him.
Right.
His mama get mad at his daddy or his uncle. She go get emotional, do bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He go get emotional, do bullshit. He gonna come take your phone, break your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's driven by emotion. And we starting to see that now, and a lot of women is mad and disappointed about it. But in reality, you know what I'm saying? Hey, not niggas. Every nigga ain't good. Every nigga ain't a good father. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been on all four sides of being a father: deadbeat, great dad, idle dad. Dad that had money, can't see him. Dad that ain't got no money, but want some money. I done been on all sides of this shit.
Yeah. But,
you know what I'm saying? For the most part, people have influenced me to do what I need to do. You dig?
Right.
But a person that's led by emotion, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That's what it is. Fuck it. All right, I'm bet.
Yeah.
But it take a man to be, mature and wise and understand the situation and try to take steps to get the way he want to get to achieve what he want to achieve. But like I said, I sternly feel like y'all just reaping the con of raising a man. You know what I'm saying? Like you motherfucker feel like you done raised in 12 years, that 12 to 18 ain't major.
Right.
By the time a man is 16, he gonna be damn. That's about who he gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might enhance on certain things, but that's about who he gonna be. It's all about training him.
Right.
And being your son's friend and being there beside him and all that and aiding him and shit when he wrong and shit, it's not going to benefit him at the end. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes too much support.
Yes.
It's crippling.
Yes, it is. There's a very thin line, and that's really hard as... Should I stop that? Okay. Well, it's really hard, like, when you are a single mom and you're trying to make sure he's supported and emotionally, emotionally there for him, but at the same time, you don't want to cripple him because you don't want him to be too soft because you know how the world is going to be towards a man. Mm-hmm. And I think it's really important that, women don't baby their sons, you know what I mean? Really, you can't teach him how to be a man because you're not a man. Mm-hmm. You just can't do it. But
you can teach him how to be.
You can guide him. You know what I mean?
Also, you teach women know that. I don't agree with that.
You don't.
So look, you can't teach him man shit. But you can teach him how he's supposed to be talked to, how he's supposed to be loved, how he's supposed to be catered to.
Correct. Yes.
That's what I can't show him that. I ain't finna push up on it. Yeah.
Right, but other than what I can do, right?
But
if there's no balance, that's what I'm saying. So when there's no balance, what do you do? As a woman, because you can't teach him how to be a man because you're not a man. You know what I mean?
Try to lead him in the right
but
direction.
That's what I said. Trying to guide him and this is what I feel like a good man does. You know what I mean? And if tell that young man, look, do this thing. This is what being respected as a man entails.
For sure. No, I get it. I get that.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about the musical influence today on the young kid's mind?
It's tough. It's really tough. Especially with whatever type of music you allow your kid to listen to.
For sure.
It could be very not great if you're not doing I'll put it this way. If you're not doing your part as a parent to explain to your kids that the music that they're listening to is entertainment.
Mm-hmm. It's not their life.
It's not their life. Mm-hmm. It's not real life. And me being in the entertainment business, I can tell my kids personally, hey, that man is not that man like that. For real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been around celebrities or whatever. I've been around the entertainment business for a long time, so I know that this is purely entertainment. And I tell my daughter and my son that all the time. This is not real life. This is not how this man is living right now. He may have lived a couple of experiences that he talk about, but that is not what he's doing right now. You know what I mean? That's not what he was striving to do. That's what he had to do at some point, and he lived to talk about it. Like, you have to do your part as a parent to teach your kids that entertainment is entertainment.
For sure.
Even with the YouTube and the, Instagram and all these, like, podcasts and stuff, like, this is entertainment. This is for us to enjoy or pass the time of life.
And decipher
it
information.
Is not, like, pick and choose, but you got to educate yourself and always go to the facts.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I was explaining that to somebody yesterday. Like, it's a difference between Google and a dictionary. Like, back in school, you would fuck around and just be looking for something. You done had to go to the table of contents.
Right.
You done had to search for something. You would fuck around and look at something and be flipping through the pages. If it's on 363, you've been flipped on 360 and looked at something that you wouldn't have.
New word.
And found something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And found something else to learn, and you know it, like, subliminally. Like, you know what I'm saying? Subconsciously, I'm sorry. You know it subconsciously. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't doing nothing but look for what you were really looking for.
Right.
Versus Google. You know what I'm saying? How hot is it today? Shit, 72.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel that. So what do you? So I know this is the story of the pilot bees. Yeah. So what you feel about the pilot relationships? Yeah.
You like it, I love it.
Yeah, I feel like these people. I feel like people in life should, like, me personally, I do want to be a great husband. Mm-hmm. But if I can afford 2 joints. Yeah, but like what?
I mean, the rest of the world literally does it that way. Where, I mean, when it comes to America, it's like everybody has to be single. So that's why I say you like it, I love it. Because, I mean, if you do your research and actually go look up, other cultures around the world, it's very much the poly. It's very much the poly. It's very much one man and all 10 of his women being loyal to that one man. So when chicks out here, like, tripping on dudes, like, cheating and stuff, it's like, really, it's just we got the luxury, I guess. Or I don't even really think it's a luxury. I think it was a bamboozlement, because monogamy. That is not how it's set up. Yeah, like, so in any culture or around the world, or even animals. Animals. They be having multiple bitches all the time. They got to keep it going. You know what I mean?
Like, that's funny that you say that, because a lion actually does have 2 or 3 lionettes behind him, like, for sure.
And let another man lion come up and try it. Oh, it's over with.
Yeah, they actually protect him.
Yes.
Facts. So,
they're the hunters. They be hunting for him.
For sure.
So it's just like, it's the way we were brought up here in America, of how we view how relationships are supposed to go. So when it comes to the poly, like I said, you like it, I love it. But I think a lot of people jump into that just because they just can't commit. And I don't... Yeah, I've seen some real poly relationships, and they're really loving. You know what I mean? It is a real sense of community type shit. And it's very much healthy.
No, I see one all the time. My brother really, my brother really do that, and it's a great situation.
Yeah, my brother did that for a while.
It's a great situation for him. And, but, I had to elaborate on that, because, a lot of people are against it, and I believe, like, it's all about how you're raised, because if you raise your kids not to eat shrimp, they're not gonna eat shrimp. Right. They're gonna say, "Mine don't like shrimp. That shit bad for me."
Right. We're part of a programming that wasn't really our programming.
You understand?
You gotta go to the motherland to really realize that's not part of our programming.
But that's crazy that you say that, the motherland, because we're always influenced to go other places except Africa. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We always see the little dark kid with the big belly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't show us. They don't show the ladies. What's his name? Burner Boy. They don't show him. Oh yeah. They don't show the ladies him. They show the old big belly, little skinny boy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They show us the old dark crusted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ethiopia women, some of the beautiful women in the world.
They actually highlight Africans out in Africa, and it's really dope. It's on Netflix.
That was Burner Boy them from Senegal.
Yeah.
And that's I forgot the lady from Black Panther. I forgot her name, but her. They don't show us that. They show us
they show us the other type shit. They always think that we done came from poverty and we came from kings and queens and stuff, man. Like so.
But that was I wanted to elaborate on those 5 questions. You understand what I'm saying? You actually answered one of my questions early in the interview on mistake, but I'm glad you elaborated for me because it went with the flow you did. But I appreciate you. I really appreciate you coming through.
Thank you for
having me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come through Edgewood. Right by Slutty Vegan tomorrow.
Handlebar.
Yeah, we come to Handlebar.
To bag karaoke.
Get lit. Rap that. Go. Make sure y'all go in there and rap that dog for me. You understand? Yeah. Rest in peace. Y'all come. Thank y'all for coming tune in, fucking with me. Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
Peace.